Meteorologist Pete Mangione with your live Pinpoint Doppler 12 Futurecast.
Good morning. A lot to talk about in the 7-day Futurecast. It's a cold start to the week and then some snow possible by the middle of the week. Let's start, though, with the big change we have experienced compared to this time yesterday morning. Some 40 degrees colder in Providence compared to yesterday morning. It's 42 degrees colder in Taunton compared to yesterday morning and 34 degrees colder in Westerly. We have some cloud cover here on the horizon. Kind of a nice view, though. Sunshine overhead. Brisk winds moving in out of the north, and that is putting a bite in the air, no doubt about that. 12 right now in Chepachet, 16 in Woonsocket, 15 for Attleboro, 16 for you in Barrington, and 17 in Fall River. In Newport right now we're at 16 with 17 in New Bedford, and obviously these feel like temperatures much colder, around 0 in many spots. We did set some records. Actually, 3 records fell in 2 days between Friday and Saturday. We set a Friday high temperature record of 62, a precipitation record of almost 2 inches of rain on Friday, and then on Saturday, a high of 63. That actually beat the old record of 61 degrees set in 1995. Live Pinpoint Doppler 12 shows no precipitation right now, but we will be tracking the potential for some in Plymouth County and across Cape Cod over the next couple days. We'll explain why in just a second. A few gusts out there right now, not too bad, 20 miles an hour in Smithfield, 18 in Westerly, but that is putting the wind chills in the single digits for most of the area and our feel like of 0 in Smithfield. So a lot of cloud cover here offshore, kind of pretty looking, isn't it? Our quiet weather pattern continues here for a couple days with a storm here diving through portions of Kansas and Missouri. We'll have our chance for some accumulating snow for the middle of the week here in Rhode Island. We'll talk about that in just a second. First, though, let's talk about wind direction, because I know everybody loves talking about that, right? Winds out of the north today, and then notice the shift in wind direction. They start to come out of the northeast, those breezes do. When we get in this kind of situation, we have the very cold air in place. The colder air moving over the slightly warmer ocean can actually produce its own mini weather system. That's why you see these stripes of snow there for Cape Cod, eastern Massachusetts. And we could actually get an inch or two of accumulation out across Plymouth County or the Cape, even into the south shore of Boston over the next couple days. And you can see that reflected here in our Futurecast. This is actually late tonight through early tomorrow morning. And then as we go into tomorrow afternoon, a few more of those snow showers possible and some light accumulations. It's possible also that a few of these snow showers survive the trip and make it into New Bedford, Fall River, maybe even into Providence. But I don't expect this to really affect your Martin Luther King Day. For tomorrow, most of the time it should remain dry. You'll see a stray flurry or two. That would be about it here in Rhode Island. And then as we head into late Tuesday night, that's where we could start to see our situation change for our viewing area. In fact, let's talk about that right now. But you can see, though, the trend of those snow bands kind of continuing for several days, potentially out there across eastern Massachusetts and Cape Cod. First, we'll talk about our highs today. Not much to talk about because they only make it into the mid-20s, and then down into the teens, even some low teens overnight. This is around 9 or 10 p.m. if you happen to be out late. Here's the situation for the middle of the week. Now, this is Tuesday morning. Tuesday night into Wednesday, that could be round 1 of our snow, and several inches of accumulation are possible. Now, this is sort of a complicated forecast. We're not going to put out a snow map just yet because a lot could change. It really depends on the exact track of this thing. If it tracks a little further north, we could actually get a decent amount of rain mixing in along the south coast. I think at this point it's mostly snow, though. Round 2 could actually clip us Wednesday night into Thursday morning. So it's essentially 2 rounds possible, one Tuesday night into Wednesday morning, a second Wednesday night into Thursday. But again, a lot needs to be fine-tuned with this forecast. It really will ultimately depend on the exact track of that storm, so just stay tuned. But just keep that in mind, that several inches of accumulation, maybe 2, 3, 4, 5 inches possible, Tuesday night into Wednesday, and then maybe into Thursday as well. And also keep in mind that these temperatures will be sort of staying on the cold side of things for the next several days. Now, as we go towards the end of the week, you can see that we actually get into the upper 30s, mid-40s Saturday. You know, if I had to make a stab at that AFC Championship forecast for Sunday, not nearly as cold, maybe the 40s or even 50s for that championship game, but obviously a lot could change with that part of the forecast as well. I see Julia nodding her head. She likes that. The 7-day Futurecast plus an updated blog will be posted soon on WPRI.com.
Awesome. Thank you, Pete. We have an update now on a big road construction project as we head into the new week. Let's send it over to Melissa Sardelli with your Pinpoint traffic report.